I literally drank every single day for multiple years trying to escape the situation that I was in instead of just dealing with the problem, the root problem, which was myself, trying to run from all my problems. I'm so nervous to make this video, oh my gosh. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Kelsey's Constrictors. It has been a crazy, hectic last 2 weeks. I know I've been missing filming my videos and posting them. I have been meaning to film this video for a really long time, and everything has just been so crazy, hectic, busy lately. I've been meaning every single day. I keep telling myself, I need to film my video today, I need to film my video today. It's been 3 weeks that I've been trying to film this thing, and it's just been so crazy that I just have not gotten to it, but we're making it happen now, so it's all good. So I originally wanted to release this video on March 20th, which is a pretty big day for me, as you'll find out in a second. But as I said, I've just been too busy. I haven't gotten around to it, so I'm finally filming it now. It's something that's really important to me, to my channel, to my life, and I want to involve y'all in it and let you know how things are going through my journey and stuff like that, through life in general, as I've said before. So I've been waiting to make this video for a long time. I've had it as an idea in my head for months and months and months, and I'm like, I have to get to this point. I'm gonna reward myself. I'm gonna let everybody know what's going on. So it's a pretty big celebration point for me, so I hope y'all are as excited as I am. So I want to talk a little bit about where I started before I get into how I got where I'm at today and what we're talking about. So I just want to share a little bit on that before we jump into it. So a little over a year ago, I was absolutely miserable. I was alone, felt really lonely, I was broke, I was depressed, my life just felt really, really unsatisfying and like it had no purpose. I had some ideas in my head about like where I wanted my life to go and what I wanted it to look like. I had some dreams and goals and things like that, but I just didn't really know how to make them into a reality. So because of that, I've done a lot of research over the last few years about how to make money online using the internet or blogging, making videos, things like that. So because I'm so interested in having side money and extra streams of income and stuff like that, I had this idea that I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I didn't really delve into it any deeper than that at that point in time. There was a lot of reasons why I wasn't able to focus on that or follow through with that at that time. I was dating someone at the time. It was kind of a toxic relationship. I had some money problems because I was drinking all the time. So I was spending money on things that were consumer products, that were not investments, that did not come back to pay me. They were just hurting me. They weren't helping me at all. So I was investing all my money into something that wasn't paying me back, and I was investing all my time into something that wasn't paying me back in time or money. So I was investing everything that I had to give in these things that weren't pouring anything back into my life. And it just made my life like this really depressed hole of just a pit that I felt like I couldn't climb out of, that was getting deeper and deeper every single day. And I kind of started going through this transition phase around the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. I ended up breaking it off with that one guy who was really toxic, and that was like the best decision I could have ever made. So many good things came out of that. I cannot stress enough, if you're in a toxic relationship, just get out. Trust me, it's gonna be better. Now I say that, and it's funny now because I'm out of it, but I will say that for the first 2 months after I broke up with him, it was really, really a miserable time. Like, it was one of the worst times of my life. I was drinking some of the most heavily I've ever drank in my life. I was just absolutely miserable. Couldn't imagine my life without him. Just wishing that he would come back into my life and beg to have me back one more time and blah, 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 blah. All the silly things that goes along with all the toxic, manipulative stuff that goes with that kind of relationship. I was depressed, I was drinking really heavily, I was going through this breakup, and then I had this thing happen where it was his birthday, and I was hoping, kind of like a last ditch effort, that he would contact me. After his birthday went by and I didn't hear from him, I said, you know what, this is silly. Why am I wasting my time on someone who clearly doesn't care about me, doesn't think about me, doesn't want anything to do with me, told me that he didn't want me to ever talk to him again? Why am I wasting my life? Why am I wasting my time? Why am I killing myself over someone who doesn't care about me on this type of level? Or any type of level, but y'all get what I'm saying. So I guess the switch just kind of flipped for me, and I just said, you know what, this is dumb, I'm not gonna do this anymore. So I ended up just going cold turkey. I said, okay, I'm not gonna drink anymore. I'm done drinking, I'm gonna get my life together, and I'm gonna move on, and we're going to forget about him because he's not a part of my life anymore, so why am I going to let it ruin my life? I sought out a lot of hobbies last year, new stuff that I'd never tried before, things that I used to be into that I fell out of, I got back into again. I got into painting, shark tooth hunting, making jewelry. I ended up buying a car last year, and I tried to get into cars and like learn how to fix cars on like a very general surface level, and that did not work out for me at all. But I can't say I never tried. So as I'm going through this transition last year, I'm keeping these goals at the forefront of my mind. Like, I still know what I want my life to be like. None of that stuff has changed. Making my dreams into a reality has been such a long process, and the last year has been such a long year, but so short at the same time, and so much has happened and so much has changed in my life. It's just so hard to describe. I can't even put it into words how it makes me feel. The chain of events that happened that have created the life that I have today is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. I just can't process it. So when I realized that I wasn't really going to make a lot of progress with this car thing, I ended up finding someone who wanted to buy it from me, so I sold it to him, and I used that money to get into snakes. Now, this was how I got into snakes. This is so crazy. Because I wanted to start a YouTube, I wanted to hone in on what people would be interested in as far as what I should talk about, which animals people liked, and so I created my Instagram account, which was about my whole entire life, all my animals and everything that I did, and I wanted to kind of hone in on my Instagram what people liked. Well, I ended up finding this entire reptile community on Instagram, which was absolutely incredible, and I'm so thankful to Instagram for that, even though Instagram pisses me off, but that's okay. So I love the community that I found on Instagram with the reptiles and the snakes and everything, and that is what really inspired me to get started on this journey. So I took the money that I got from selling the car and I invested it in a bunch of snakes. And once I started doing that, I kind of learned how to care for them at home. I started making YouTube videos, and my channel has just kind of blown up from there. Now, granted, I'm not super famous yet or anything, and I'm not looking to be famous. I just really want to help people. That's the goal of my channel. I just want to help people. I want to bring people on the journey. I want to show people that people can do it for themselves if that's a dream of theirs that they want to do. I just want to help people follow their dreams, because that's all I'm doing in my life. I'm just following my dreams, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to do that. The place that I'm at in my life right now is just absolutely incredible to me. I'm just so thankful for all of the networking and all the connections that I've been able to make, and all the interviews that I've been able to do with people, the videos I've been able to make, the comments that I've gotten on here, the people I've been able to interact with, the friends I've made on Instagram, the reptile shows I've been able to go to, the people that I've been able to interact with that I bought snakes from. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. It's just insane, and I love it so much. So all of that being said, that leads us to this point in time today where we are at, and I just got 1 year sober on March 20th, which is when I wanted to release the video, but I just got so caught up in everything going on lately. We had a big celebration for my 1 year celebration of being sober, and it's just been such an incredible year, and I'm so thankful, and I'm thankful to everybody who has subscribed to my channel, and I hope that y'all will continue to follow along on our journey to having awesome clutches and having a great year, creating some awesome snakes, being able to appreciate some beautiful morphs, and doing some really cool recessive projects. As you know, if you've been following along, those are my passion, doing the recessives. So it's really going to be a great time. It's going to be a great journey. The next few years are just going to be incredible. I mean, the way that this year has gone so far already, I mean, this year is just going to be insane. I can tell y'all right now, it's just going to be crazy. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the outside world that's scary, and there's the unknown, and no one knows what's going to happen, and you got left and right, and you got people that are arguing on Facebook about petty things that don't matter, and you just have so much noise coming at you 24/7 from the global world news and the national news and the state news and all that stuff. But just looking at like my individual life, it's just so amazing how it's just coming together. It's just so amazing to me that just being 1 year sober has given me all these opportunities. But there was some really, really dark times in my life, and I went through some really hard stuff. I was depressed for a long time. I drank for a really long time, tried to escape my problems for a really long time, and I just was never able to find happiness where I was at, and I could never figure out why. So being sober for this entire last year has really shown me how to find happiness within myself, and how to create happiness for myself, find it from within myself, or create it within myself or around myself. myself. And I think that that's something really important that a lot of people don't know how to do or can't do. I think people can learn how to do it if they knew about it, but it's just one of those things that people are just so bombarded 24/7 with advertisements for materialism things or food or whatever the case may be. Whatever your vice is, you're getting 24/7 advertisements thrown at you full speed, and no one really takes time to just sit and think and ponder life and be introspective and learn about themselves. A lot of people live life distraction to distraction. They either buy something new this day, then they go somewhere new this day, they go see a movie, they buy a new car, something different every single day to make their life feel fulfilling and exciting. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not bashing anyone who may do that, because ignorance is not the same as stupidity either. You don't know what you don't know. I did that for a long time. I literally drank every single day for multiple years trying to escape the situation that I was in instead of just dealing with the problem, the root problem, which was myself trying to run from all my problems instead of just facing them and dealing with them. So I'm just so thankful for this path that I'm on and the opportunities that it has awarded to me. This last year of sobriety has showed me so much stuff, and I'm so excited to continue to live clear-minded, face my problems head on, and really just tackle every single day as it comes at me. The reason that starting my snake breeding business was so awesome and such a great idea for me is because I've wanted to work at a zoo or in a vet's office for a long time, but the reason I never did it was because I either A, didn't have the credentials, or B, I just didn't want to work in this type of environment where I had to do this type of job or that type of job under someone else's authority, I guess you could say. So being able to have my own snakes means that I can take care of them how I want to take care of them on my kind of schedule. I don't have to clock in and out to take care of them. Granted, I'm paying money to take care of them and have them, and no one's paying me to do that, but I have joy. I get joy out of taking care of my animals. My animals are my pride and joy. They're my life. I love them. They're everything to me. And that is another huge key part of me getting sober too. Because if it wasn't for my animals, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, and I wouldn't have a reason to stay sober. And I'm so thankful for everybody that has been able to follow along with me so far, that continues to follow along with me, the friends that I've made so far. It's just been awesome. So I'm really thankful for everybody. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. I hope that this was inspiring to you, because for several years of my life, it was very depressing for me. It was a very dark time. I've been through a lot of stuff that I'm not going to talk about on my channel, but I've been through a lot of stuff for my age and how young I am. So I relate to a lot of people. I can relate to what a lot of people have been through and what a lot of people have to say. I just want to inspire people. I want people to get to know me and be able to see that out of darkness can come light. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's a silver lining on the cloud, whatever stupid little cliche thing you want to come up with. They're true, you know? And it's hard to believe it in the moment when you're in the pit. But when you come out of the pit and you can see the light of day again, it's like, wow, like finally I'm in this place where I feel like I can finally move around freely and I have no restrictions anymore. So I hope that this was inspiring to y'all. I'll see y'all next time. I've got some good stuff coming up. I know I've been busy lately, but I'm gonna try to get back on my regular uploading schedule here soon. So be on the lookout for my new videos every single week. Make sure you check us out on Instagram. It's Kelsey's Constrictors, and I will see y'all next time. Because if it wasn't for why am I killing myself over someone who doesn't care about me? The idea that I had, oh, hold on, I gotta back up.